Devin the Dream Haney versus Vasiliy Lomachenko, another highly anticipated boxing match with two of the most proven lightweights currently in the division. And unlike with Tank versus Ryan, legacy is on the line. Let's get into it. Right off the bat, Devin Haney can't solely fight Lomachenko moving backwards if he wants to be victorious. As proven by Lopez and Ortiz, the blueprint to defeat or compete with Loma is to press forward, forcing Loma to get on his back foot. In the first round against Jojo Diaz, Haney managed to fight moving forward and put Diaz on the back foot when establishing his lead hand and had some success. Unfortunately, Haney didn't continue this for the majority of the fight, so whether he can sustain this is up in the air. When fighting against southpaws, Haney uses his lead hand in order to measure and control distance. Against fighters who heavily rely on the high guard, Haney often probes and uses a blinder jab in order to set up his lead cross to the body and head of his opponent. Even without landing this sequence cleanly, he could force Loma to constantly reset without initiating any offense, which could be pivotal in terms of ring generalship. Haney has displayed fundamental and effective footwork when fighting southpaws. He has a keen understanding of denying the outside angle. When Jojo Diaz would begin stepping to the right in order to secure lead foot dominance, Haney would step back, forcing a reset in neutral positioning, similar to how Lopez nullified Loma's front foot shuffle. As I've stated before, Devin Haney's jab hasn't been nearly as effective in the open stance as it is normally. Haney is susceptible to the straight cross and lead hook to the body and head as shown against Diaz. Haney has a bad habit of remaining stationary when probing his jab rather than taking a half step backward to stay out of range. Lomachenko's lead cross could be a difficult obstacle for Haney to overcome as the fight progresses. In my previous film study, I already mentioned that Diaz was even able to occupy Haney's lead hand in order to land his jab to Haney's head and body. Even worse than that, he outlanded Haney by a substantial margin. Devin Haney is far less defensively sound when it comes to fighting in the open stance. When defending a southpaw's backhand, Haney often uses a single shield in order to catch backhand crosses, hooks, and overhands. When fighting in the pocket, Haney lacks the physical controls that are necessary for controlling the spacing between him and his opponent, dictating the pace for how many punches are being exchanged, which punches are being thrown, and where the exchanges take place. As a result, he puts himself in a lot of 50-50 exchanges and absorbs punishment. At this range, Devin Haney can potentially get dominated if Loma decides to sell out and fight on the inside like he did against Lopez. Haney almost always tries to end inside exchanges by holding his opponent. Unfortunately, Lomachenko isn't the best opponent to constantly hold against. Loma has shown to be capable of successfully breaking out of clinches and is even willing to get the ref on his side in order to immediately break the clinch to reset the action.
Ortiz smart. Really beautiful stuff here we're seeing in round Ortiz.
No, I mean, right now with Ortiz, I mean, like again, when he pulled that Lomachenko it's in, capitalized on it just yet. But that's moving close to the time. What we're going to do is a big alarm. I think the referees are aware of the holding so much that as soon as they break, he's letting them know. Think about Lomachenko, the way he's basically bullied some tough guys. He made Walters quit. He did that.
Lomachenko is notorious for being a slow starter. He likes to use the first couple of rounds to gather data on his opponent through the use of pre-slips, level changes, foot, and jab feints. Based on the reaction of his opponent, Loma adjusts and acts accordingly. The reaction that best favors Loma is no reaction at all, so that he can later use the same setup to deceptively attack.
This place got attainment. Enemies everywhere when you're famous. They wanna take the street and deflate it. I hate it, but I use haters for to give me energy. I got the pearl and the scope. It's in my mind how I feel fine. Everything I know, who I am, where I wanna clear.
As I stated before, you can't continuously fight Lomachenko on the back foot. Eventually, he's gonna figure out your timing and start to close distance and get to that weak side angle. When coming forward, Lomachenko has some of the best footwork in all of boxing. Using his deceptive jab and foot feint as well as his active lead hand with the signature front foot shuffle, Loma is able to get lead foot dominance and create angles where he lands combinations. Although Lomachenko uses pre-slips to gather data, he's been proven to be vulnerable in this position. When Loma is using pre-slips, he's typically stuck on the front foot. Ortiz was able to take advantage of this by doubling his jab, forcing Loma to reset and reveal bigger technical flaws. More on that later.
Strangers around me, I don't know who to trust, how to ground me. I can feel adrenaline, my heart's pounding. The enemies all around, they surrounding. Yeah, I think I better.
Lomachenko's footwork flaws are just as significant as his advantages. As stated numerous times by boxing gems, Loma makes many technical mistakes with his footwork that often put him in poor defensive positions. Lomachenko constantly rhythm steps or has the unconscious habit to break his base by bringing his front foot backwards towards his back foot to then reset his front foot back into stance towards his opponent.
Yeah, I prayed for this. I didn't change for this. I was made for this.
When opponents choose to initiate offense on Loma, he typically breaks his base with a reverse cross step followed by a reset. In this position, Loma is off balance and out of stance for a great deal of time.
This place got attainment. Enemies everywhere when you're famous. They wanna take this dream and deflate it. I hate it, but I use haters fuel to give me energy. I got the barrel and the scope of my enemy. It's in my mind how I redefine everything I know, who I am, what I want, a clear identity. I can feel the quest, it's pulling me in. I don't wanna rest, I need to begin. I listen to my chest, I feel it in the wind. I know that I'm obsessed, that's how I'm gonna win. Yeah, I trained for this. Yeah, I prayed for this. I didn't change for this. I was made for this.
This fight has no clear-cut favorite. Both fighters have the ability to capitalize on each other's technical mistakes. If Haney manages to dictate the pace by forcing Loma to constantly move back and reset, he could potentially bag a lot of rounds. However, If Lomachenko can capitalize on Haney's issues with probing, as well as being susceptible to backhand crosses, he can pull off the upset. Not to mention, there are intangibles in this fight. Lomachenko definitely looked a step slower in his last fight. Whether or not that had to do with ring rust or slow decline is still unclear, as he's been in 15 championship pro fights, as well as nearly 400 amateur fights throughout his boxing career. On the other hand, Devin Haney is severely weight training himself to make 135, probably the last time, which can potentially affect his physical strength and stamina throughout the fight. If I had to give a slight edge, I'd lean towards leaning to win by a competitive unanimous decision. Let me know who you got in the comment section and why.
Yeah, I prayed for this. I didn't change for this.